Hello, my name is Lumiel, and this is the Bloodborne Lorethrough, where we play through Bloodborne and discuss the lore as it's revealed through cutscenes, dialogue, item descriptions, and environmental storytelling. So, in the previous few episodes, we went through the research hall where people were very much asking for help from Lady Maria, who was nowhere to be found. We had Simon the Herald telling us to find Lady Maria. She guards the secret we seek. We fought the living failures in the Lumen Garden right through there. And then here in the Astral Clock Tower, we fought Lady Maria, former apprentice to Gehrman and apparent reference model for the doll. So, before we proceed through, actually, let's take an opportunity and just see if any change occurs with the doll. See if she says anything different than what she typically says. Which could further cement what we thought.
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter. Good hunter, your presence. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins. Good hunter, I sense.
No.
Farewell, good. May you find.
So she does not say anything new. Just to return my previous look, I am going to go ahead and throw on that so we can see my helmet again. I'm going to throw on some, let's see, I have blood vial maximum. The first one I'll put on will boost rally potential, and then I'll put on some lake ones, so damage reduction against everything +4, and then +3 for physical. Alright, so now we can head back into where we were in the Astral Clock Tower, and we will head into the fishing hamlet. And as I said, discover the secret that Lady Maria was guarding. We could also check on Simon the Herald, who was at the top of the elevator leading to the research hall. But as he sent us here, I believe he would just be gone. So, through here, the fishing hamlet. Possibly my favorite area of the game. So, we can see down in the water, it looks like the tops of buildings. We see the masts of ships sticking up, which they aren't as below us as they were in the Nightmare Realm, or the Nightmare Frontier specifically. Alright, so watch out because we can go about this far, but if you look down below us, yeah, it definitely appears to be buildings under the water. I actually will use a Bold Hunter's Mark, actually, really quick. And there is a reason. basically, I want to return to the Hunter's Dream and actually want to put the rune back on that I had on. As far as the milkweed rune, or milkwood rune. Because there is a character that I believe talks to us differently if we happen to have this on, so. And while I would think I should just restart this episode, I think it's important to explain that so that if anyone is wanting to see this dialogue, they can. So, back to the Astral Clock Tower and then back through the doorway. This will be at least 2 episodes before even getting to the boss. And not just because I am taking my time even getting in there, but because there's a lot to look at. Alright, so now let's head in. Check that out. Okay, so we have an item, lead elixir. It's a boat that looks like it has a body and candles lit on each end of it. Madman's knowledge. And here's the character who I thought would say something different. This is him.
Blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches by the wrath of Mother Goss.
So,
Mercy for the poor wasn't child. Mercy.
Wrath of the Mother and mercy for the child and Bergenworth are murderers. He's down here muttering about Bergenworth angrily and asking for the wrath of the Mother.
Bergenworth, blasphemous murderers, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches by the wrath of Mother Goss. Mercy
For the poor, wiser child.
Mercy. Oh, please. Curse here, curse there. A curse for he and she. Why care? A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea. Source of all greatness, all things that be. Listen for the baneful chants. Weep with them as one in trance. And weep with us. Oh, weep with us.
So, I think that's how you get that accursed brew. I don't think he says it otherwise, unless you're wearing this rune.
Bergenworth, blasphemy, mercy, mercy. Listen for the baneful chants. A call to the bloodless wherever they be. A call to the bloodless wherever they be. Fix your ears to hear our calls. Listen for the call to the bloodless wherever they be. A call to the bloodless wherever they be. Fix.
So this is a priest of the fishing hamlet, and you'll notice
blasphemous murderers, blood-crazed fiends.
What did Bergenworth do here? But I wanted to point out the state he's in.
Wrath of Mother Goss.
He seems to be
Mercy
turning fish-like.
for the poor wasn't child. Mercy. Oh, please.
And let's see. So, Accursed Brew. it is another arcane tool. And it says, skull of a local from the violated fishing village. So it's a skull of a person from here. They say the village was violated. And keep in mind, he's cursing Bergenworth. And talking about wrath of the mother and pity on the child. So the inside of the skull was forcibly searched for eyes, as evidenced by the innumerable scratches and indentations. So we already know that Bergenworth kind of split from the church and seemed to think of the holy medium to be eyes rather than blood. And so this is... And then you consider that Bergenworth is being cursed by him, and the town was violated. So did they come here and just start killing and scraping the insides of their skulls looking for the eyes? No wonder the skull became stewed in curses. They who offer baneful chants weep with them as one in trance.
For the poor wasn't child.
Alright. I'm getting away from him so that we can think. But now we're in the fishing hamlet. We gained insight upon entering. There is the corpse of something otherwise only found in the underground labyrinth. There is a body hung up and kind of looking like a rune, like the hunter's rune, and seems to be covered in slugs of some sort. So we reach a dead end here. So we head over this way. And so watch out for these guys. They will hide well with the scenery and pop up to attack you. So, there's another one. But I wanted to draw attention to another body with those things crawling all over them. Okay. More bodies, more things. Up ahead, we have more of these Hamlet citizens. I don't think there's anything back here. No, there's not. These look like, I think they're called cephalopods. Basically a sea creature that is not a fish. It's not crabs or any common thing you would have bundled up. Barnacles on the buildings everywhere. So they have a longer attack area than you might think. Okay, so we have an opening over here that does nothing except hide that character. We can see something interesting up there and a guy. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit him with a rock. Perhaps save us trouble later on. Oh, never mind. There are steps up right here, so see if we can hit him with our sword. Okay, and we can break open those. Get a look at their contents. And then through here, more bodies again. the noise is probably coming from the second floor where we can't get to yet. Okay, I forgot to use it, but here's the accursed brew, essentially. So, it does a lot of damage when hit, so now that I've gotten those two dead, let's rush him. And let's get out of there. Okay. Then there's more patrolling. Let's heal up. Let's kind of take care of everyone that we see. But I'm not going up any certain way yet. I'm sticking to this main area here. Watch out, those are like barrels of oil. And somebody is throwing stuff at us. And this guy's behind us. And also take note of that guy. So there's a little guy, but look at this big dude. These are some of the most painful to fight. They're like whales covered in barnacles. So it's like a whole new beast scourge here in this town. So I'm using this to keep my space, and I recommend you do the same. And it looks like he might be weak to arcane, and watch out, he's got that slow attack and it tracks you. So I dodged way too early and just got lucky. Now we'll deal with this guy. Arcane seemed to really work on that whale guy, so I'm keeping the sword in this mode now. And this is the dead end where on the other side was our lamp. There's Kin Coldblood. Who's attacking me? Okay. And there's another. So you have to watch out because they will just stand up out of the water. So a somewhat humanoid face, but they do seem very fish-like. Okay, so let's collect some of these items. Blood vial. Oil urn. Another guy attacking. Oh wow. I should have healed up before then, so that that would refill rather than going to my inventory. But you may have noticed there are several ways to go, but there is a ladder down here. Be careful and be sure you're ready for what's down here. We hear a creature that is not down here, but we also hear one that is. So watch out for that guy. But while you're watching out for him, watch out because there's another on the ceiling right there, waiting to drop down once things get hectic. So hectic like that. And this guy has an anchor for a weapon, as if they needed an anchor or a weapon too. So I can stun him some. What's he doing? He's trying to lure me so that I will go over there where the other one is. And he'll drop down and then I'll be fighting two of them. Wow. Remember, I'm severely overleveled too. And the timing is hard to watch out for on all of this. Everything seems off from where you would think it would be. See? And I am dead. And this one came down. So imagine if you were unaware and came here and started fighting both of them. Alright, so what we're gonna do is try running past everyone. Let's go ahead and take care of them. See, and now he's going back to lure us under, or to where the other one is. And this is the other one, so this may turn out worse than the first fight. Alright, so heal, heal, watch out for that. Start swinging. We want to get rid of the one with the anchor first. This is obviously quite tough, so there we got him. Now roll away. If I get through this, I'm going to be low on blood echoes. There we got him. Alright, and the reason you would want to come down here is because here's where you get the Rakuyo, which I inadvertently mentioned in the fight with Lady Maria. This is a hunter weapon wielded by Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, a trick sword originated in the same country as Canehurst Chikage, which I meant to reference rather than the Rakuyo. Only this sword feeds not off blood, but instead demands great dexterity. Lady Maria was fond of this aspect of the Rakuyo, as she frowned upon blood blades, despite being a distant relative of the queen. But one day she abandoned her beloved Rakuyo, casting it into the dark well when she could stomach its presence no more. So Lady Maria, we're learning more about her than almost anyone else. Lady Maria, as I kind of suspected by the use of her blood attack in the second phase, where perhaps she became more desperate, seemed to be a relative of Canehurst, and this is saying it's literally related to the queen. But she beloved her Rakuyo, but ultimately threw it in the pit when she could stomach it no longer. Perhaps because what her and the other hunters did in this area. And that's where that sound is coming from, but we can't get there yet, so we'll head up into the arena full of people now, but hopefully they've returned to their patrols and we can kind of... They have not, so... Alright, so at least this way we'll refill some of our blood echoes that we need. Or blood vials, I mean, not blood echoes. Alright, so we're kind of making our way around the arena again. Dealing with some of those guys. I don't think we want to go in here yet. Yeah, not yet. But we do want to avoid triggering the fight with the big guy yet. That guy over there. Essentially another one of the whales that we fought. So he sees us but can't reach us. Can't remember who's throwing the torches or the Molotovs. Oh, up there. Alright, and now we'll trigger this and just use the well as we have before. Use that rally potential to earn back some of our life. More blood vials, and now we're finally full with blood vials. We've now dealt with the well area. And we've been back there. There are a few more people there. There is a path out of the area. There's a guy throwing Molotovs. And we would have come from this way. Let's go ahead and get this guy. And so if we hug the right wall, knowing that over there is where we're going, we find this entrance that I said I didn't want to take yet, but that was just until we cleared out the area. The guy upstairs is throwing Molotovs. There's a guy hiding under the steps. Alright. Now let's go up there. Would the other guy fall down? Yes. So, another blood gem. You could drop down from that window if you felt like it, but this just takes you back out here. Now, again, we've been back this way, and the way forward has him throwing those. Let's go ahead and equip one of our arcane tools. Yep, they're as easy to dodge as any, like, bullet. I mean, it's easy to dodge into them, too. So there's Skulls hanging in a bag. Even the dogs are turning fish-like in this area. Okay, where's the ambush? All over the place. So look at this. They are moving just like hunters with their dogs. All right. And there is another attack. It's meant to draw you into the middle. And now you're meant to rush this guy, which will surely open up another ambush. See? So let's move away. See how far those accursed brews will reach. And try to fight this guy out of that reach. I really don't even know how to dodge that. Obviously, this is the hardest area I've been in. But let's keep pushing forward. Now we can kind of run past the main area up to this area, but we can't run right into the thick of it to where this guy was, or we'll be surrounded on all sides. But a certain amount of these enemies will lose interest as we move farther away. So again, I'm going to take care of this guy. And then just keep running. We want to get these guys. Alright, let's kind of keep moving on. He's got my souls. Here's the dog. There will be the hunters up ahead. Here's the first ambush of this area. But look how easily even that could kill you. Alright. So now I'm pretty much in the area where we can start the fight with the whale again. If we really want to, something we can do. So you can run up past him, take out this guy, and then fight in this area. I don't like this area actually. I tried to roll late into that one. That's the hit that kills me. Alright. Now also imagine fighting them and you're not over leveled, and so you have less stamina too, so it can be brutal. Okay, so what's back this way? This is something we saw from the main area that we ran through. I saw this while I was fighting him. And then we can go up to where we killed the accursed brew caster. And then up past. So we're finally through that area, really. And it brings us to this, well, this awesome view. Where we can see the odd sun. We can see a grave with a sunflower left at it. And down below, we can see the great sin of Bergenworth. Or, the great sin of Bergenworth was what happened to this village, but this is what drew them here. And we'll find the final boss of the area in that area, so I won't comment on any more there, but that's the way forward. So let's check this out. Okay, here's the steps up. It's Simon the Harrowed.
Who are you? I'm afraid I've made a botch of things. Oh, I can hear the bell now. The beast-eyed assassin. He's after me. Again. And again. It never ends. Please. I need you to do something. This village is the true secret. Testament to the old sins. It feeds this hunter's nightmare. Please. Bring to an end the horror. So our forefathers sinned. We hunters cannot bear their weight forever. It isn't fair. It just isn't fair.
Okay, so we got a couple things, but we also got knowledge. He said the beast-covered assassin is hunting him. That's who killed him, ultimately. So we need to watch out for that hunter. But he said this area is the source of the true sin, and that we cannot bear the weight of our forefathers forever. So he's outright telling us that the bad thing that happened here was the result of the earliest hunters' workshop, and also we know Bergenworth. So Bergenworth and the hunters came here probably before the formation of the Healing Church. And we got the underground cell inner chamber key. So this is the key I was referring to for the area after the underground corpse pile. Key to the inner chamber of the cell below the Grand Cathedral. The innermost chamber of an underground cell holds a lone madman. He wears a beast hide and rings a bell that emits no sound. Unending death awaits those who can hear the soundless bell. Interesting thing is, I have been hearing a slight bell in this area. So, then we have Simon's Bowblade. Choice weapon of Simon, one of the first healing church hunters. Simon despised firearms, and so the church workshop had this specially fashioned to his liking. The large curved blade serves as a bow when transformed, but aside from a few close friends, Simon was scoffed at for his choice of arms. For who would dare face the beast with a measly bow? So, blade. What's the transformation look like? This. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, we find ourselves in an area where there's a door we can't open. There's the path outside that leads forward before I came in here. We have the lamp. So what I will do is actually, I think I'll still hold off on backtracking just a little bit. Actually, no. I am going to backtrack to the underground cell area since now is when we got the key. And other than this backtracking, this is where we'll stop as far as forward progression. And then we'll do part 2 of the fishing Hamlet. Again, I'm just going to check.
Awaits you. Go on. Good hunter.
Okay.
Farewell, good.
And I'm going to check the grave. Well, that works out because we need it to warp forward anyways. I could have done the research hall and just moved backwards. Might have been slightly quicker, but no, actually this will.
Shrouded mine idol with steady stride, coloured by blood but always clear of mind. Proud hunter of the beasts are a curse, and curse is a shackle.
Hear that bell?
Only ye, the true blades of the church.
There we go. And the beast-covered hunter here. Wow. Well, with my overpowered weapon and over-leveling, he was not difficult, and we got Brador's testimony. So his name is Brador. The scalp of a horrible cleric beast, indicating that hunter Brador, a healing church assassin, had killed a compatriot. So he was a healing church assassin who killed a cleric once he had become a beast. Afterward, he wore his ally's own scalp. Okay, they're not progressing forward yet. Own scalp, and hid himself away deep below in a cell. The church provided him with a single soundless bell of death to ensure their secrets would be kept. Oh, he apparently had already killed them.
Do you hear this? Fear the bell's toll. For only death awaits foolish prying eyes, and the church assassins are never far behind. Well, well, look who's here. Welcome to my quarters. I've never entertained a guest before. Are you going to kill me? After all you've done, kill me? As if to right your wrongs. What is it? Aren't you going to kill me? Or perhaps beg my forgiveness? Well, leave off. What's done is done. What is it? Aren't you going to kill me? Or perhaps beg my forgiveness? Well, leave off. What's done is done.
So, Brador sitting down here, ringing his bell. Dressed in the hide of his friend, or compatriot anyways. Destroyed his room, his cell that he's kept in. I'm trying to determine if we're meant to kill him. He is an assassin. He killed Simon. Let's see. Let's go ahead and attack him.
Nothing changes. Such is the nature of man.
The funny thing is, I was trying to take off my monocular there. I am glad that I had already decided to attack him and that didn't happen accidentally. Okay, we have the blood letter, which was the weapon his invading version up in the hallway had used. The demented hunter weapon brandished by Brador, the healing church assassin. The blood letter assumes its true and terrifying form after it draws upon blood from the inner reaches of one's body and soul. This is the only effective means of expelling tainted blood, or so Brador, isolated in his cell, continued to believe. Here's his weapon. Stab it into yourself to draw out blood, and it becomes this blood-tinged powered weapon. Pretty brutal. And it seems to have guts twisted upon it. Considering we shoved it into ourselves, I suppose those are probably our guts.
Shrouded by night, but with steady stride. Coloured by blood, but all proud unto beast only.
And so there's still a door to be opened. So, I could end the episode here, but I will just return to the Hunter's Dream because at the lighthouse hut, I doubt Simon has any energy left to comment on. I think he's dead, in other words. So I don't think he'll comment on the fact that we took care of Brador. And we saw the giant just leaving up that way. But I figured I would end it here. Whose grave is this? The sunflower just past the lumen flower, in other words. Actually, not the sunflower. The lumen flower was right outside the astral clock tower that Maria housed, or kept herself in. And this grave overlooks what appears to be some sort of giant corpse down below. So, I believe this was a grave made by Lady Maria after she regretted what they had done, threw her blade down into the well, and essentially sat vigil in that astral clock tower, ensuring no one else ever got in here, protecting this place and hiding her shame. So, that's where I will end this video, and in the next episode we will continue forward across the rooftops of this hamlet. So, please take a look, and thank you for joining.